sweet from Judas Priest.
Pretty short. I would not imagine that they made a song just 2.5 minutes or so, or less than under 3 minutes. Oh, this is great. This was fast. It was pacey. It was all about breaking the law, breaking the law. He had a little story to tell there too. So it seems he just exists. Nobody cares about him. And
Yeah, the lines of the song kind of say it all.
yeah,
There I was completely wasting, out of work and down. So, jobless person, all inside. It's so frustrating as I drift from town to town. So, he's like a vagabond going from
yeah.
town to town. Reminds me of those old Western movies about characters like that. Feel as though nobody cares if I live or die. So I might as well begin to put some action in my life. So just because nobody cares about this person is anyway down and out, drifting from place to place. He decides that might as well have some action in my life. So he goes around
And do some crime.
breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. Too bad it is not mentioned, or maybe good it is not mentioned.
Yeah, what all is-
Exactly what all he's been
Please,
doing.
no, no.
And he's breaking the law. So much for the golden future. The second verse goes like that. I can't even start. I've had every promise broken. There's anger in my heart. So here again he talks about how things are so frustrating because he had this dreams of a bright golden future,
yeah.
but it never really worked out, and there's so much
Yeah.
anger in his heart because his dreams couldn't be fulfilled. You don't know what it's like, he says. You don't have a clue. If you did, you'd find yourselves doing the same thing too. So here he's literally challenging people. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what I feel like. You don't have a clue what I'm going through. If you did, you'd be just like me. You would get along with me. You would be fine with whatever I'm doing, breaking the law. So he's kind of justifying his actions here. But there's never any justifying of breaking the law.
Well, I guess for every single person, every single child who's going to grow up into teenage, and after that, when the reality hits, I don't know what's the better way to go about things, but every single child, we have to say as a society, as parents, as teachers, that you will be successful if you work harder. But when the reality of life kicks in, I know, and a lot of you who are listening to me also know, it's not always about working hard and actually getting the success. Sometimes success is such a elusive thing in life that no matter how hard you work, it just keeps slipping away. Each time you think that I'm going getting closer to that, you may get a fraction of it, or you may get something opposite of that. That also happens in life. So I don't believe in breaking the law after that, because I feel equally frustrated. It feels equally disheartening. It feels equally being cheated by the world, that I did everything right, but why is this not happening? Every single person gets that promise of the golden future, but the golden future is only elusive. It's far off, like a star twinkling in the sky. The closer you get, the farther it gets. But that's life, I guess.
What great drumming in this one. It's like every time those drums were banged, you felt like he was committing another crime. And great guitar work in there. Phenomenal guitar solo in the middle of the song. Something like that. Of course, not as refined as I sounded.
Wow.
Definitely worse. Jailbreak, these guys from Judas Priest. What are your thoughts on these songs, the lyrics,
Is
the
it
vocals,
your first time
the
actually?
music? First time I was listening to Judas Priest. We have no clue about them, right?
No.
What are your thoughts on this song? Introduction to Judas Priest by our patron Vivi. What are your thoughts on this song, Breaking the Law? Do you agree with this guy who's going around breaking the law because he's jobless, he's frustrated, his dreams haven't been fulfilled? Are you in sync with what he's thinking?
Not fully, but it seems like a song for a Western movie, So we got this bandit away who goes around robbing banks and always irritating the sheriff.
Yeah.
Or maybe doing petty crimes, or like swiping drinks from a bar and forgetting to pay the bill. And breaking the windows every time he goes to that kind of, we're breaking the law. He's going to do major and petty stuff all over the place. Everywhere he goes, he's going to do something.
Right.
Maybe break a traffic signal for all you can.
What are your thoughts about this vocalist of Judas Priest?
And the vocals all the time, the way he's breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. It was very impactful, you have to say.
And the guitar work and drumming. What about the guitar work?
And the
First.
guitar work was really good. Really good.
Really good.
Max,
You know?
do you think if we introduced rock music to you much earlier, like you were listening to rock music all the time in your life, would you be a vocalist or something?
Probably.
What would you like to be? Guitarist, drummer,
Just
vocalist,
checking.
writer, something
Which
else,
one?
or all of the above?
All of the above would do.
You like music. You're getting there slowly. It
Yeah.
will take you a while, but you will.
Yeah.
You like music. That means I thought you had no music. You were Philistine, but you have music. It's hidden somewhere. It will come slowly. Breaking the law, maybe breaking your barriers. It will come out.
Yeah.
That is all from all three of us on Cafe Enoma. Thank you, Ivy, for making this request, making our day. This was fun to listen to. So whether
Yes.
he's a criminal or not, he didn't say he's a criminal. He just said he's breaking the law.
Yeah.
Very innocently he said.
Definitely, at the end of the day, definitely don't break the law. If you are in a similar position, it's tempting at times. I know that you want to break the law, but no, don't do it. There's always hope, and there's always a way around even the worst of situations. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and it's for you to dig deep, possibly believe, and hope that it will work out for the best. And eventually it does. You know, no
It does.
matter, we've seen countless situations, movies, TV show episodes, whether reality or fiction. We've seen countless ones where at the end of the day it works out. It actually works out for a lot of people. You know, more often than not,
Most people.
those that hang in there and don't cause any havoc and mischief along the way, it actually works out for them. You know, and especially if they do something fruitful or meaningful or purposeful every single day of their life, you know, to work towards something or a better world or a better life for themselves at least.